seems like I can't get up. How much love?
Hey, good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world.
Have you smoked joint to my life?
Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Wednesday, the 6th day of August.
And say,
I am Gordon Joseph. So happy to be with you this morning as always. Thanking God for life, health, strength,
don't give it.
and His mercies and grace. Yeah, nice.
Time you call.
How are you doing this morning? I do hope that you're having a good morning thus far. I do hope that all is well, but as Pastor Fletcher always says, if all is not well, you're still not doing too bad. So hold on.
You do to me
It's Wednesday.
is what
Heavenly Father, on this beautiful Wednesday, we come together in gratitude for the blessings you've bestowed upon us. May your love and light guide us through this day, filling our hearts with hope, peace, and joy. Help us to extend kindness and compassion to everyone we meet and to find strength in your unwavering support. Bless our loved ones with good health, happiness, and protection. Give us the wisdom to make choices that bring us closer to you and to one another. In the precious name of Jesus, amen.
you need.
Can I get an amen on this one? He usually sends two. Let's see what the other one says. Wednesday blessings. Let me see if I can read this without my hearing aid.
So you can.
Now the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing that ye may abound in hope through the power of the Holy Christ. And that's from Romans 15 and verse 13. There are times when prayer is the only gift we can give to the one we care for. So I prayed to God to make you happy, guide you safely, grant you wealth, give you good health, answer your prayers, and meet all the draw, and most of all, draw you closer to Him. May you have a delightful day filled with love and favor from the Lord. In Jesus Christ's mighty name. Good morning.
You're a team.
Tony, Tonton, Julian, good morning to you. How are you doing? Good morning, Andre. Andre Tongman Jerome. You and the family. How is mom doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hoping everyone is having a wonderful day thus far. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. Why are you celebrating today? Well, it's Wednesday. Some folks didn't make it to Wednesday, but I have. So I'm thankful. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, good morning, good morning to Marvin and Yvette and the family out there in that's Stone Road, right? Wester Hall. Johnny and the guys, good morning. Saltfish, good morning. Wester Hall, New Testament Church of God, good morning to the entire congregation. Pastor Laurie and family. Sister Narika, how are you doing? John T's mom, good morning, and the little boy, always glued to the TV. Good morning, Ken Star and family, all, previously called KJ. He said he's no longer KJ, he's now Ken Star. Yeah, whatever you're going through this morning, I want to instill some hope in you, man.
Sometimes you feel like
you're not alone. It's 23 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to that gentleman from the bakery in Bolio or Boca. Met him at the police band room yesterday. He usually sells the pastries and so forth. Good morning to you and your dear wife. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Whatever your problems.
Good morning to all the Calypsonians, man, as you prepare yourself for Sunday.
Life is easy.
Those of you who did not make it on to the next round of the competition, man, there's always next year. What is important is that you gave off your best, all right? Good. And And it's time for us to head into the word of the day, and that word today is ubiquitous. Yes, ubiquitous. And it's spelled ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. Okay, and it means present everywhere at once. Present everywhere at once. And here's how we use that word in a sentence. Smartphones have become ubiquitous in modern society. I have to get a hang of this word, ubiquitous. Yep. So that's the word of the day. ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. Yeah. Not us, tus. Ubiquitous. Yeah, ubiquitous. Nice, I got it right. ubiquitous. Good morning.
On this highway.
Miss Janelle Dick, good morning to you and the family. Good morning, Mike. As a matter of fact, let me just say good morning to the entire management and staff of the GBN, the organizers of the GBN Spice Up the Carnage. Soca Monarch, Eugenia, good morning. Wonderful coordination. The entire team, good morning to you. It's 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning, Petlin, and the folks out there in Munich. Eric, Galba, Mitchell, good morning to you and the family. Hope all is well. Good morning, Teacher Rufin. The folks in Hope City. Good morning, Teacher Yvette. And the family. Randy, good morning, bro. The south of the island, I'm seeing some good things happening. Nonetheless, the motivational tip of the day comes up next. Courtesy Nadisha. Yeah, you're not alone, Nadisha. Whatever you're going through, you're not alone. Good morning to Mr. Jonesy and the Jones family. Dean and everybody. Well, the motivational tip is up next. Start with gratitude. Begin each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Now, gratitude shifts your mindset and sets a positive tone. I am gratified. I am laced with gratitude, for life and the few friends that I have, family, and while at that, good morning, Auntie Elsa and Trevs and Zuri and Zavi, and don't know the last one name as yet, but good morning to you. I love you all loads. All right, Achi, Jerry, Delia, Daisy, and the children. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, family is important. Yeah. Family is important. Always remember that. What will life be without family, man? Have you ever thought of that? Yep. Nice. What's buzzing this morning? Let's see what's buzzing. What's buzzing this morning?
Body has been done somehow, sometime.
Expect multiple checkpoints and zero tolerance for offensive weapons. That's local, right? A new block for the Caliste Government School. And the Grenada Tourism Authority strengthens global partnerships. In the region, Jamaica invites international observers for general election. Internationally, the U.S. House Committee subpoenas Clintons in the Epstein case. And in sports, Sir Clive Lloyd in tears as he urges Caribbean unity to save West Indies cricket. Good morning to the folks in Central. Good morning to the Henry family. Good morning. How do you do? Hope all is well. Belial, good morning. Dr. Lane, Dr. Mitch. How are you doing? Hope you're all doing fine.
Mama say,
Barbara and the folks in Rucane. Good morning, folks. The AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
on this journey.
Wednesday, August 6th, Concept Events, together with Flatlands Park Ship and Print, present Pre-Day, Black and Bougie, featuring Telpre, the Jab Boss, and his Grenadian family.
How you move? We coming through. Lot of people coming through.
This is Pre-Day, featuring Terra the Governor.
I said, we get them job. We go get them job.
Muddy,
To the job, grab on a payroll.
Capital Jab,
Well, I say my job. I say my
Boat,
job.
Boise,
I don't give one boy. We don't do it.
Westway,
Nobody I know them others can't.
Lava Man,
Tell me who man.
Water Daddy, Vaughn, and so much more. Wednesday, August 6th, the Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. Grenada, get ready. This is Pre-Day,
It's our winner.
Black and Bougie.
Move to them.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansipine Main Road or call 405-4818.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. Coming up in the news, expect multiple checkpoints and zero tolerance for offensive weapons. A new block for Caliste Government School. Grenada Tourism Authority strengthens global partnerships. In the region, Jamaica invites international observers for general election. Internationally, U.S. House Committee subpoenas Clintons in Epstein case. And in sports, Sir Clive Lloyd in tears as he urges Caribbean unity to save West Indies cricket. We've got these and more after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
On Wednesday, August 13th, it's Carnival Encore, the ultimate cool down at the Grenada National Stadium. The cool down village opens at 6 p.m. Showtime 7 p.m. It's full stage frenzy with massive performances from Cass,
No sweetness. Dicey weakness. So she
Voice,
When I'm a drunk in the people place, jamming.
and many more. Tier 1 Chill Zone tickets are just $125. Upgrade to the White Oasis Premium Village for $350. Or take it all the way with access to the exclusive Carnival Cabana Club. Email sunshinepromoeventsgd@gmail.com for more info. Carnival Encore.
About you, but I come here to flex, come to play a man.
The vibes don't end until we say so. Wednesday, August 13th, National Stadium. Get your tickets now from GoToFed.com. Brought to you by Sunshine Promotions.
If you are interested in reliable and efficient shipping, then look no further. Carib Connects is the one for you. Our main office is situated in Miami, which boasts one of the most advanced facilities with branches in most of the Caribbean islands, including Grenada. At Carib Connects, we offer you a timely and hassle-free shipping experience. Whether it's by air or by sea, our logistic team will ensure that you have a superb experience. We can take care of your small packages, full container loads, vehicles, dangerous goods, hazmat materials, and special loading. Our local branch is situated on the Carnage, right next to the fire station. Come in and have a word with our experienced staff. They are more than equipped to assist you with anything that you would need. We open from Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can also get information at info@caribconnects.com. At Carib Connects, we are connecting you with excellence.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. A heat alert has been issued by the Meteorological Office as temperatures are expected to soar to record highs today. Residents are advised to take precautions to protect themselves from the extreme heat. This includes staying hydrated, avoiding strenuous activities during the hottest part of the day, and seeking shade or air-conditioned spaces to cool off. The heat wave is expected to persist throughout the day, with temperatures potentially reaching 35 degrees Celsius by evening. Residents are urged to stay informed and follow all instructions from local authorities to ensure their safety. The Ministry of Education has broken ground on a new block at the Caliste Government School in St. George. The project, funded by the government, aims to provide a modern and climate-resilient learning environment for students. The new two-story building will replace a wooden structure that has been in use in 2004 after Hurricane Ivan. The block will feature a math and science lab, classrooms, customized washrooms, a sick room, and administrative offices. The structure is designed to withstand Category 4 hurricanes. Minister for Education, Senator David Andrew, expressed delight with the project's accessibility features and the math and science lab, highlighting the importance of investing in 21st century infrastructure. The project is expected to be completed in 10 months ahead of the scheduled 15 months. Stakeholders, including school officials and community members, welcomed the development, hailing it as a transformative investment in the future of students.
Geography Atlas Skill Workbook, call it.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is gearing up to ensure a safe and enjoyable carnival season for patrons. As part of their operation, a breathalyzer team will be deployed to monitor alcohol consumption in areas where players and revelers gather. However, concerns have been raised about reckless behavior, particularly the firing of flares from the Lagoon Road area onto the Port Louis area. Superintendent Paul Christopher, officer in charge of operations, is warning persons to cease firing flares, which can cause harm to individuals and damage property. We have more on this.
The Lagoon Road has posed one particular threat. In that, over the hills, over Lagoon Road, over Port Louis area, persons have been firing flares, especially on Juve morning. And what happens to those flares? They are actually landing on the luxurious yachts and other yachts in the Lagoon area. This is dangerous, and we are asking persons that they should cease. We will be making a patrol in those areas to ensure that doesn't happen on Juve morning.
Meanwhile, police have announced a zero-tolerance policy for offensive weapons at events. To ensure a smooth and safe experience, authorities are advising attendees to arrive early to account for potential delays at security checkpoints where multiple searches will be conducted. We have more on this.
While you get to the stadium, Upon entry, it could be a scissors, it could be any other unpleasantness. Now we are actually executing a zero tolerance on offensive weapons. An offensive weapon could be a knife, it could be a scissors, it could be any other item which you may want to use for the wrong purpose. So we want to urge you, don't even leave it in your car. We encourage you to leave those little items at home, because you will be searched and you may be charged for having those offensive weapons in your possession. You get to the stadium. Upon entry, it could be a scissors.
The police are also urging individuals with legal firearms to deposit them at the nearest police station for safekeeping during events. Additionally, vendors and bar owners will be required to serve beverages in paper cups to minimize the risk of injuries from broken glass. Member of Parliament Peter David urged Grenadians to celebrate safely and responsibly during the festival season. He hailed the carnival as a cultural export and economic engine, generating revenue for local businesses, and praised creative artists, calling them cultural ambassadors and economic drivers. The festival injects millions into the economy, benefiting families and businesses. David encouraged Grenadians to support each other, take pride in their work, and showcase their unique culture. He reminded attendees to have fun but look out for their neighbor, and to embody the spirit of Spice Mass beyond the carnival season, fostering unity and pride in their cultural heritage. And finally, the Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, has completed a successful international tour across Canada, the US, and the UK, promoting Grenada as a premier destination. Led by Chairman Randall Dolland, CEO Stacey LeBird, and Director of Sales and Marketing Tanya Charles, the delegation engaged with airline executives, travel advisors, media, and tour operators. The tour included destination dinners, media coverage, and meetings with airline partners, securing interest in Grenada's tourism vision. Select travel advisors were awarded trips to Grenada, courtesy of local hotels. The GTA aims to forge enduring partnerships, driving growth and benefits for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. The tour reinforced Grenada's commitment to growing its tourism industry and showcasing its unique experience to a global audience, translating global efforts into tangible opportunities. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, along with the sports and the weather, they are straight ahead. Turning our attention now to the region, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, the ECJ, has invited several local and international bodies to observe the upcoming general election. Representatives from CARICOM, OAS, Commonwealth Secretariat, CAPEL, and CAFE have been invited to send observers. ECJ Chairman Earl Jarrett emphasized that international and local observers have helped Jamaica meet international standards. The observers will assess the electoral process, including preparations, election day, and post-election proceedings. Their mission is to gather information, report findings, and make recommendations. This practice, started in 1997, aims to ensure a free and fair election. Looking further afield, a congressional committee investigating the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has issued a legal subpoena to several high-profile figures, including former U.S. President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary. The House Oversight Committee, led by Republican Chairman James Comer, has subpoenaed the Clintons along with 8 other other individuals as part of its probe into Epstein's history. The move comes after President Donald Trump's administration declined to release additional federal files related to Epstein, sparking criticism from some Trump supporters and Democrats who questioned the Justice Department's assertion that there was no evidence of an incriminating client list among the files. The Great Barrier Reef has experienced its worst annual decline in coral cover on record, with a significant drop in coral health across the Australian ecosystem. According to the Australian Institute of Marine Science, AIMS, both the northern and southern sections of the reef suffered extensive coral bleaching, marking the most widespread damage since monitoring began nearly 40 years ago. While recent tropical cyclones and crown of thorns starfish outbreaks have taken a toll on the reef, AIMS attributes the primary cause of the decline to heat stress driven by climate change. The alarming trend has raised concerns that the reef may soon reach a critical point where coral cannot recover quickly enough from catastrophic events, leaving its future looking increasingly volatile. Egyptian authorities have arrested at least 8 TikTok content creators on charges of indecency and violating public morals. The Interior Ministry claims the creators' videos contain obscene language and misuse of social media. However, rights group Egyptian Initiative for Personal Rights, EIPR, says the arrests are a crackdown on online discourse targeting mainly women. The arrests follow a complaint by 32 lawyers alleging the videos posed a danger to young people. EIPR's Lobna Dawish says the crackdown is the largest since 2020, with a blatant class bias targeting women from lower middle-class backgrounds who gained visibility and wealth on social media. The arrests have sparked concerns about online freedom and censorship. And finally, the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, the VMAs, have announced their top nominees, with Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, and Kendrick Lamar leading the pack. Other highly nominated artists include Sabrina Carpenter and Ariana Grande. Notably, Beyoncé and Taylor Swift, who are currently tied for the most VMA wins with 30 each, have each received a single nomination in the Artist of the Year category. Despite not releasing new albums in the past year, both superstars have been making waves with the recent blockbuster tours. And that's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead, followed closely by the weather. Good morning, sporting fans. West Indies captain Shai Hope believes that mastering spin bowling is crucial to ending their 34-year wait for a one-day international bilateral series win over Pakistan. The team's recent 13-run loss in the third T20 International, which saw them lose the series 2-1, highlighted their struggles against Pakistan's spin attack, led by Mohammad Nawaz's 7 wickets. Pakistan's ODI squad boasts a strong spin arsenal, including left-arm wrist spinner Sufian Maquim, off-spinner Saib Ayub, and leg spinner Abrar Ahmed. Hope emphasized that adapting to the conditions and formulating plans to counter Pakistan spinners will be key to success. The West Indies, who last won an ODI series against Pakistan in 1991, must assess the conditions quickly and find ways to negate the spinners in the middle overs. Hope also stressed the importance of taking wickets in the power play and limiting Pakistan's scoring in the middle overs. The three-match ODI series begins on Friday at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad. Still in cricket, in a poignant moment for West Indies cricket, legendary captain Sir Clive Lloyd was overcome with emotion as he delivered a heartfelt speech on Sunday, calling for the region to come together to rescue West Indies cricket. The 80-year-old cricket icon, who led the West Indies to the consecutive World Cup victories in 1975 and 1979, made the emotional appeal during a special lunch in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The event was hosted by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the team's 1975 World Cup win against Australia. As the ceremony progressed, Sir Clive's speech turned into a passionate plea for restoration, leaving him visibly moved. The occasion also saw the unveiling of the newly renamed West Indies Legends Stand at Arnoldsville Stadium, part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Emancipation Cricket Festival. In a touching gesture, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines offered citizenship to the 12 surviving members of the 1975 World Cup winning team, including Sir Clive. Other former players in attendance included Sir Gordon Greenwich, Sir Andy Roberts, Collis King, Derek Murray, and Alvin Kalicharan. The tribute also included commemorative postage stamps in honor of the legendary players. That's the sports at this time. We'll have more sports during our lunchtime newscast and, of course, in our primetime newscast later in the evening. Stay with us, folks. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for this morning's weather forecast, we join forecaster Finbar Frank at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Finbar.
Hey, good morning. It's a fair morning down here. And pretty much the same picture throughout most of the state. The winds here on southernmost end, winds are blowing from east at 15 miles per hour. The pressure above the mean and rising at 1016.4 millibars. Present temperature 27.9 degrees. Orange 77%. Maximum temperature here within the last day got up to 33.6. Minimum temperature last night 27.3. Please note, all temperatures at all times are in degrees Celsius. In terms of rainfall here within the last day, just a trace of rain. Hence, for the month so far, total stays at 8.4 millimeters of rain. Once more, this is only for the airport. Now let's take a look at the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be mostly fair with slight haze. That's during the morning time. During the afternoon time, we should see a growth in the cloud cover with showers, most of which will be light, but that should be the case going into the night also. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 32 degrees. Winds east, northeasterly to east, southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Waves will be 3 to 5 feet, hence seas will be slight to moderate. Tides are falling now, will be low just about 8 o'clock, and then high this afternoon near 2 o'clock. Sunset 6:31, sunrise on Thursday 5 minutes to 6. Just to recap the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be mostly fair with slight haze. That's for the morning time, and then for the afternoon time we should see some more clouds with showers. And again, most of the showers should actually drift into the night time too. So as the day goes on, you get the showers on and off. That's it from the Met Office. From Frank.
Fimba, just before you run off, right, the current heat wave that is facing us, do you see it being extended for any prolonged period per se?
Well, if you take note of the maximum temperature for the day, so we're still going with a maximum temperature of 32, right? So at least we're looking at it holding out for the day. But as the forecast says, we will get some clouds and showers during the afternoon time, so that should help to cool it down. There isn't any wave that is close to us because at this time of year, as you know, is either rain or sun. The closest wave is still way out at 32 west, which is a good way out, and if it stays on with its current forward speed, it will be crossing next week. So in the absence of that, it will be sunny days, right? So let us see how the evening plays out. The rain should come in and cool down the place a bit. But once we don't have any major rain, then yes, it will just be hot. It is a time of year, so we are watching that closely.
Okay, thank you very much, Fimba. Have yourself a wonderful day, and the courtesy extends to the entire team at the Met Office.
Thank you. Same to you.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Rennick Community Partnership Initiative.
We are here at T-Rose Square. What we've seen here is a very large outpouring of the various bands playing the traditional mass. And this has been made possible through the kind assistance and contribution of Rennick. So on behalf of Spice Mass, we just want to say a very hearty thank you to Rennick for this significant contribution.
Rennick, energizing our community.
All right, folks, it's now 9 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Expect multiple checkpoints and zero tolerance for offensive weapons, so says the RGPF. A new block for the Caliste Government School. Also, we hear that the Grenada Tourism Authority strengthens global partnerships. In the region, Jamaica invites international observers for its general election. Internationally, the U.S. House Committee subpoenas Clintons in the Epstein case. And in sports, Sir Clive Lloyd in tears as he urges Caribbean unity to save West Indies cricket. Now that has been the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, the 6th day of August. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere, reminding you that the traffic report comes up after this commercial break.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
If you are interested in reliable and efficient shipping, then look no further. Carib Connects is the one for you. Our main office is situated in Miami, which boasts one of the most advanced facilities with branches in most of the Caribbean islands, including Grenada. At Carib Connects, we offer you a timely and hassle-free shipping experience. Whether it's by air or by sea, our logistic team will ensure that you have a superb experience. We can take care of your small packages, full container loads, vehicles, dangerous goods, hazmat materials, and special loading. Our local branch is situated on the Carnage, right next to the fire station. Come in and have a word with our experienced staff. They are more than equipped to assist you with anything that you would need. We open from Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can also get information at info@caribconnects.com. At Carib Connects, we are connecting you with excellence.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
All right, folks, it's now 16 minutes after 7 o'clock, and I'm happy to join Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF. It's very timely, especially now the road tension is building, so we're happy to have the traffic report this morning. Good morning, Corporal Paul.
Good morning to you, and it's always a pleasure to be on your program this morning. And it is at that time we bring to you the traffic report for this morning. And I want to appeal to drivers this morning. This is a special appeal to drivers. At this moment, at this current time, we know that the traffic, we do not have heavy flow of traffic at this time, but we start seeing movements along our roads, especially in our towns and most of our roads. But however, those traffics, the traffic is not heavy. They're light flowing traffic to and from our towns and all these adjoining roads. Also, we already seeing a build-up of traffic along the Caledony Road and the Grandlands Public Road. That is where we have most of our traffic on a daily basis. However, we expect to see a heavy flow of traffic our nation's road today. It is that time of the year as we anticipate the Spice Mass. It's a carnival period where we see a number of traffic along our roads during the day. We expect as it gets closer to the night time, we expect to see an increase in the volume of traffic. But as for now, persons can traverse the road freely and with no obstruction at this time. We have no reported accident at this time, but we know as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, that will be a rush hour throughout the day. And persons who have not left home yet should do so to avoid that rush hour, especially if you're traversing along the Calvin Public Road that is heading to the Grenada 6th Public Road. However, there will be officers deployed to assist in regulating the traffic so that we'll have some easement in the flow of traffic. The accident state for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 11 accidents reported. Yesterday we had 10. Today we have 11 reporting. One of those is a serious accident which occurred last night along the Morris Bishop Highway or Public Road, where we had some injuries. I pray that all is well with the persons who were injured, and I trust that they get the necessary medical attention necessary so that they can have the proper healing. But we continue to appeal to drivers to drive safely. We don't want persons to be statistics for the carnival season, and we'll continue to ponder those road safety tips along the local traditional media platforms. Today is Wednesday, and we have an event at the National Stadium which we call 3D. It's an event which is anticipated to be one of the big events for Spice Mass. And persons who intend to attend that event must pay particular attention to the traffic arrangement for 3D. And persons traveling or attending the event will do so by from the Cherry Hill intersection with Queen's Park. And the VIP, we have what we call VIP access, so you can do so from the Humber Bridge, and you make that first left, and the VIP area will be there. The general parking for persons will be at the concrete area in the Keanu James Athletic Stadium, also the Wesley College ground, and a portion of the Gate 6. Gate 6 will also be hosting sponsors and special invited guests. And as we stated, this is one of the most anticipated events, along with Soca Monarch. So a lot of persons will attend this event. So around that time, the road will be rather busy. So we ask persons to be a bit patient, because the road will be busy around the stadium and its environment. The persons must be mindful that you should not park in certain areas, and that will be the entire Queen's Park main road right up to Cherry Hill, from the area of the fish market, also the both side of the Queen's Park Ring Road, that is the road where Grenlet plant is, and also a portion of the Montrose Public Road, and the River Road Public Road from Keep Left right up to LA Postal Lumber Yard. Also, a number of areas will be deemed no entry. So from Old Fort Lucas Street, it will be no entry. Also on top of Cemetery Hill, person will not be able to go down, because that is to facilitate the emergency route. So the emergency route for that event will be from the stadium up Cemetery Hill, Old Fort, Lucas Street, Church Street, and onto the General Hospital. Persons must be mindful of where they should and shouldn't park, because there will be officers deployed to assist in the regulating of traffic and parking, and also to ensure that persons do not park in areas deemed no parking. Persons parked in those areas will be ticketed, clamped, or towed away at their own expense. So persons must be mindful of that. And I want to appeal again to persons traveling along the area who will not be attending the event, that they expect some traffic delay, because it's one of the most anticipated events, and that event is sometime tonight, so we know at least by 8 o'clock we will see a volume of traffic in that area. Moving on, also we still have the Grenada 6th project continuing, so especially Grenada Grandance Public Road. Expect some heavy flow of traffic during the day. Also, River Road is one of the areas. And the good thing about the Green Street project, it is put on hold until Carnival, so the persons living in that area will not have to worry of accessing that road anything after 6 p.m. We continue to appeal to persons. If you have to park in your vehicles in areas, make sure you park in areas that are designated firstly, and after that, make sure it is parked in well-lit areas so that persons will not vandalize or try to access your vehicle without your consent or permission. We will continue to bring more safety tips as we get along to get closer to the Carnival season, and more traffic arrangements as we get closer to Juve and the events on Monday and Tuesday. We want everyone to have a safe and enjoyable day today. And the question we ask everyone, and we'll continue to ask it, if you are texting,
who's driving? Who's driving if you're texting? All right, Corporal Paul, thank you very much for that informative segment. And I know your department has its task cut out for it, but I'm certain that you're capable. So thank you very much, and have yourself a wonderful day now.
You as well and your entire team at the GBN.
All right, thank you. Folks, that was the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I've got Miss Raylene Lazarus from Ariza with Ariza's Money Wise.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
It's a busy world, and we all know the saying, time is money. Meet Candice and Oliver. They both have busy days ahead. Let's see how that goes. Candice is in a rush, off to the bank, again. Oh, looks like she didn't plan for traffic, or this long line either. Now let's check in on Oliver. His morning starts a little differently. Using his phone, Oliver makes a peer-to-peer transfer and pays his bills, all while having his morning coffee. At the store, Oliver checks his finances with online banking. Candice? Still waiting. Back to Oliver. He stops at the bank to meet his loan officer. While waiting, he schedules a payment and makes a wire transfer. Wondering about Candice? Yup, still waiting. Candice could be like Oliver if she uses Co-op Bank's e-solutions. Make your day easier with Co-op Bank's swift, simple, and secure e-banking platform. Bank on your terms, from anywhere, at any time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home.
Wednesday, August 6th, Concept Events, together with Flatlands Park Ship and Print, present Pre-Day, Black and Bougie, featuring Jab Boss, and his Grenadian family. We coming through. My people coming through. This is Pre-Day, featuring Tara the Governor. I say, let me get them job. We go get them job. Muddy. Capital Jab. Boise.
I don't give one boy. We don't do it.
What's way?
Nobody I know them others can't.
Lava Man. Water Daddy. Vaughn and so much more.
Spice must never be a bad decision.
Wednesday, August 6th, the Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Welcome, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. The first segment of the conversation on Wednesdays is Ariza's MoneyWise. And with me this morning is the marketing manager at Ariza, Miss Raylene Lazarus. She tells me call her Raylene, but you know, I grew up with my grandmom, so I have to say Miss Lazarus. But good morning. How are you, Raylene?
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, okay. See, like for like. So no, I shall not be stopping. If we're doing Mr. and Miss this morning, okay. so we shall continue.
Okay, Raylene, good morning.
Good morning, Innocent. It's such a pleasure to be here.
It sounds better.
Good, familiar space, good people, nice conversation.
Lovely. And as you British would say, it sounds better.
British. No, the British, you know, we do elocution, so it would be better.
Better.
Yes. Okay. We do the T's and the D's.
Okay. Lovely. All right, so folks, it's 30 minutes after 7 o'clock, and let me just tell you, after Raylene leaves, we've got Calypso. I've got with me Ruthman Kelly and Shireen Francis, two finalists in this year's The Magical Show. They were all engaged in conversation while I waited, so I know they're all plotting against me, but that's fine.
It's a very interesting conversation going on out there, so I think everyone in GBN land this morning, you are in for a treat. Lovely. This is going to be an exciting segment coming up.
and which leads us to the conversation this morning. This is the festive season. Grenada has become a country of seasons, right? We move from Christmas season. People wait until it's Easter again. Independence, yes. Then Easter.
Yes.
Then we move into Carnival. And as I'm certain as of next week, Friday, I would start to play Christmas music.
These days, it doesn't take very long. Usually there would be a break, but we seem to jump straight into the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I say this to say that this is one of the fastest economic times, right? The commerce is at its peak at this time. People are going to make a lot of money. Vendors are going to make a lot of money.
Yes.
Bars are going to make a lot of money. And this morning we want to look at after Carnival, when people made their monies, how do they handle their deposits?
Yes.
All right, that is a very ticklish and very touchy and should be a very touchy and topical issue. So how, after Carnival, many people are heading to the financial institutions with large sums of cash. Now, why is it important to bring specific documents when making these deposits?
Right. Great question. And again, good morning to everyone listening in or tuned in. As you just said, Innocent, it is that time of year. Everybody's making a little extra, so we hope. And some people are making quite a lot, right? People depend on the season. So with finance, or when you're dealing with your money, as in all things, we've been talking about literacy and security and making sure your cash is safe. So in essence, what we're talking about this morning is compliance. And it sounds like a big word, but in a nutshell, it just refers to the laws and the regulations in place to govern us as a financial institution and to make sure that we are doing the right thing for you as a member when you come in with your cash, right? But as in all things, there are two sides. You have to help us to help you. So there are things that we must do, and there are things that you as the member or as the vendor must also do. So bringing the right documents to us helps us to comply with those financial regulations and anti-money laundering laws, right? So it protects you, your funds, and it ensures that your transactions are processed smoothly and safely.
And correctly.
And correctly, exactly. Yeah. So it's all about, at the end of the day, your protection, right? So you must bring in the right documents. So again, at Ariza, we want to give you, a 5-star experience. So if you have these documents to hand, the process is so much smoother.
Now, having said that, it automatically leads me to the next question. Now, what are the documents that members should walk with when they're coming to make the huge deposits?
Yes, because that's what we would like everyone to come back with. And that includes any contracts or invoices related to the business, purchase and sales receipts, IRD or VAT information, and if applicable, permits from Spice Mass Corporation or the RGPF flyers or ticket stubs. If you're an event promoter or an event organizer, then those things that say this is what I did and this is what generated this income that I'm coming in with today. So essentially what we're asking for is anything that gives us proof of your business or proof of your service or proof of where the money came from. It's a money trail.
Okay. All right. And I know for some folks, right, one of the most difficult things for people to do is, in most cases, is to obey the law.
Oh, yes.
People would find all reasons why they shouldn't. Now, why all you want me to do all that? Whole year struggling. I seen, as we would say locally, I catching me nene to make 2 ends meet for the whole year. Yeah. This is the time when I get to make a $2, and all you want me to bring all these sort of documents. Now, why are these documents so important?
Again, like I said, this is about securing your money. So if you find it difficult to obey the law, think about it as securing your bag. This is your money. You want to make sure that your money is well protected and it's safe, and those kinds of questions, so this is why we're here now giving you a heads up. This is what you need to do now, so you know what it is, and then you don't come in without the documents and you're frustrated. But as I said, the reason that we ask you to provide these documents is because it provides a trail. And if we have a trail, then it means there's transparency, and it can help us verify that the funds are from a legitimate source. So, we know that there are all sorts of
illicit
activity. And especially around this time, when people are busy and distracted, is when the ones who are looking to do wrong, not the majority, it would be the handful, right?
The minority,
looking for an opportunity to do the wrong thing. And we don't want you to fall prey to that sort of thing. So we're saying these are the things that you can do to ensure you're in a safe space, and then when you come in, you're not frustrated because it's not a back and forth. We eliminate the back and forth. We don't want to send you away again to get X, Y, and Z, and then because you didn't have it, then you're not sure what you need to get. It's harder to go back and try to create the documentation rather than if you were doing it while the process was going on.
So in essence, we're saying that we're sharing the information now, and I like using that word that my good friend Blossom Alexis created. Start to preparate yourself. Preparate yourself. Prepare yourself.
Blossomism.
Yeah, I like this. You people are good at words, man. Yeah, so in essence, folks, it's not, and I could butt in here with my little financial experience. It's not that the financial institution wants to exert that pressure on you. No. It's stipulated by the legislation that governs the financial institutions. It is basically called a proof of the source of your funds.
Yes.
All right, a source of your funds. How did you come about with this money? Because throughout the year, you're seeing small deposits, irregular deposits, and all of a sudden you come with a huge deposit.
That's right.
So that will raise a red flag.
Absolutely.
So all it is saying is, show me how you came by this money, that it wasn't by any fraudulent means.
That's right.
And so forth. So it's not like the financial institution wants to know your business. They have to know.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't want to know. They have to.
We do. Yes, right? That's right.
That's lovely. All right. Now,
well said.
Yeah. In another quick question here. Having these documents, all right, having them ready when you're coming to the credit union, in that case, in Ariza, would it speed up the process time?
Absolutely. I mean, like I say, part of the experience that we would want to offer you is negating the back and forth. We'd like you to come in once, well prepared. You sit with our representative, and in a matter of minutes, everything is lined up and you're good to go. If you have to go and come again, or you have to go to various sources, or like I say, depending on what it is, what if you didn't collect those ticket stubs? What if you didn't have a flyer? What if your business perhaps is not registered, or you didn't do a contract? It just takes a longer period. So even between you going, excuse me, and coming back, it might take time that, creates frustration for you only because you thought you were coming in to do something that would take an hour. You allocated a day, and now you have to go back, and the amount of things you have to do takes you a week or more. Right. And in the meantime, you have these funds and you have things to do, with these funds. So we're saying absolutely. The process or the information we're suggesting now, it's about speeding it up so we're more efficient and we're better able to serve you.
All right. And these requirements, are they just for now, this festive season, or it's something that would be right through the year when you have large sums of money?
Right through the year. Whenever you have large sums of money. I mean, if you're running a business, even on let's say it was your side hustle, for the entrepreneurs out there who have a 9-to-5 and probably do something else beside. Even a regular business, we all have slow periods and peak periods. And if you're tracking as well, it gives you a sense of what it is you're doing when your busy periods are. So for anything that you would also notice as, shall we say, out of the norm or more than, then yes, we would require you to be able to prove where the funds are coming from. Okay. So it's not just Carnival, but at this period, we know that it's more likely to happen. So we're reminding folks that, this is a necessary step in ensuring that we meet you, we meet your needs properly.
All right. And for example, someone hearing this conversation now, and they want to get some more information because they're not clear as to what the nature of based on the nature of the business, they're not clear as to what they should bring. Can they step into the credit union, one of the branches, or call and require that information?
Absolutely. We love to see our members and new members as well. You know, the potential ones out there. If you're considering it, by all means, any one of our branches, Bruce Street, Grand Dance, Grenville, Carriacou, pop in to see us, or call 440-1759, and we'll be more than happy to walk you through what is required again and the process. And I'm also happy to just go through once more what these documents are. So as a reminder, any contracts, any invoices related to the business, any purchase or sales receipts. So if you buy drinks and then you sell drinks, you might be running a bar, the purchase receipts might be something. Your inland revenue and your VAT information, and also permits from Spice Mass Corporation or the RGPF, flyers or ticket stubs from events. So any of those areas, any of these documents that confirm this is what I've been doing over this period and this is where this money is coming from would be great. But like I say, we're always happy to see you. So drop in and have a chat with us as well.
Lovely. Well, folks, I hope that you, those of you who are small, medium, even large-scale businesses, make life easier. And I must really say that this conversation is very timely, because business owners need to be aware of these things, keep abreast with what's happening. You might be more focused on, making that hustle, I'm going to make some money. Now, making the money is one thing, but storing it is even more important.
Securing it.
Securing it, So you don't want to make a lot of money and then when it's time to secure it.
Yes, and to put it to good use, because if you can't secure it properly, then how do you invest it wisely? So this is, again, you can call it a starting point for, making sure that the money you make goes where you want it to go and does, it does for you what you want it to do.
And the request for these documents, as a business owner, if I am requested by my financial institution to get these documents, it gives me a sort of heavy feeling. Boy, they're asking me for these things. That means my business is making a mark,
Exactly. And all businesses, you need history, so you can build for the business owner as well. How nice would it be to know that last year I was able to do X amount of sales and this year I did so much more. If you're not documenting, if you're not recording, then you really can't see where you're going from point A to point B. But this also gives you, it tells you about trajectory and growth, and it's a little motivation, and that's what we're there for, to help you, take the right steps in the right direction.
You're saying that, and I'm seeing Herschel in his office smiling away. She hit the nail on the head. Because he is one that is insistent on, keeping your records.
All right. Essential.
All right. Well, really, I am not certain we are going to see each other again before Carnival.
You have a busy period coming up as well.
Well, I'm gonna be resting within my busy period.
Getting ready.
So you have a great day and enjoy the season.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully, if all goes well, we'll have a conversation next Wednesday.
I wish you the same, and I'm looking forward to our conversation next Wednesday.
Thank you very much. Folks, that has been it for Ariza's Money Wise this morning. And speaking there with Raylene Lazarus, she is the marketing manager at Ariza Credit Union.
Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Need a little extra cash to make life easier? A just a bit more exciting? Ariza's got you covered. With a Flexi Credit loan, you get up to $25,000 for any purpose. Vacations, home upgrades, back to school, or just a little treat. Get manageable amounts, flexible repayments, and the freedom to top up whenever you need it. No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Grenada. Exciting news. Oasis Pet and Garden has expanded. In addition to our existing location, we're now open at our new location, Melville Street, St. George's, now serving you at 2 locations for even more convenience.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Check out our garden department for the best quality Pro Mix potting soil, vegetable seeds, and seedling trays, cocoa peat, liquid fertilizer, granular fertilizers, and more. Our livestock and livestock products are the highest quality and the best prices in Grenada.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Welcome to the second arm of the conversation, the second leg of the conversation. And as I told you earlier, we're talking Calypso, and with me in the studio are two of the finalists for Sunday's the March Grass Show. To my immediate right is my dear friend Miss Shirin Francis, and to her immediate right is a well-known veteran Calypsonian who has won everything already except the road match. He's won the Junior Calypso Monarch on a number of occasions. He's won the Independence Calypso Monarch on a number of occasions. And he has also won the National Calypso competition. I think it's on 2 occasions. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Okay, so with me is Shirin Francis and Rootsman Kelly. Lady and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to my show.
Good morning, Innocent, and good morning to the listening audience out there.
All right, Shirin.
Well, a pleasant good morning to you, Innocent. Good morning to Grenada, and it's a pleasure for me to be on the program this morning.
Okay. All right, so there's no preamble, no sugarcoating anything. We're talking Calypso and the competition. The final is on Sunday, and you all are part of the finalists who are coming to dethrone the reigning monarch, Innocent. How do you all feel? Let's do it individually. Let's start with the ladies first. Shirina, this is not your first time. Is it your first time in the final?
No, it's not my first time in the final. I have been to the finals on at least 2 occasions, 2006 and 2007.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. And how does it feel? Well, you seem to have taken a hiatus. You took a break and you just came back, as Oliver Samuels would say, the Jamaican comedian would say, braps, out of nowhere. You just come back and end up back in the final. How does that feel to you?
It's a wonderful feeling, Innocent. The reception I've been getting from the fans in the tent, at the semi-final, the calls, the airplay I've been getting.
From me, of course, from me, right?
from you and GB and other radio stations as well. You know, it's really commendable in terms of the push and the drive for Calypso music this year. So it feels great being back and to be back in the finals.
Yeah.
To challenge you, of course. Yes.
Not me, Innocent, to challenge him.
Yes.
This is Gordon Joseph. All right, so folks, Shirin, in case you haven't heard any of her songs before, she's doing 2 selections for the competition. Baby Jesus, which is very popular, and also Is My Name. Let's take a listen to Baby Jesus.
They want you to work miracles just like Jesus do. You must travel far and wide, north, south, east and west side. Come back with grants and loans, $1 million projects for homes. Despite all the gains, again and again I hear them complain. You beat back and their hostess when it comes to riding plane. The next time you have to travel, sir, you must walk on water, so that your critics and them won't have a word to utter. Baby Jesus, walk on water for them, walk on water for them. Baby Jesus, every flight you take they condemn. Walk on water for them, walk on water for them. We all know it's not very easy to get in and out of this country, so do like your senior and start walking on water.
Yeah, that's a biblical song. Tell us about this song.
Baby Jesus. Well, this song was written by Mr. Lloyd Pantru, yes. Mr. X, and it's open to interpretation. It's a comment on the political situation in Grenada, the current situation. As you know, as a Caisonian, you're expected to offer a perspective and you're expected to comment on social, political, economic issues. So the song is open to that kind of interpretation.
Okay.
as the listener may.
And how is it being received in the tent? How was it at the semi-final? I did not get the opportunity to see you perform in semi-final because, of course, I had to be back here early in the morning, so I left relatively early. But what's the sort of reception you're getting?
Excellent.
Okay.
The fans, they love Baby Jesus. They absolutely love the
But
song.
Grenada is a Christian, so they must love Jesus.
They're able to connect with the song. You know, I on the semi-final stage, I could have seen in the audience, people were cheering on, people were very much involved, and even at the 10th level, persons have been very appreciative. They understand the song.
Okay.
They're able to connect with the song. You know, so I'm very happy for that. The tremendous support I'm getting, especially with regards to this particular song. Both songs, of course.
All right, so let's take a listen at Shireen's other contribution this year. This one is another big tune. Is Me Name. Yeah.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, I could personalize that song. A lot of people tell me you're getting too much trouble because of your name. Everybody tries to prove the opposite of you. You understand? So let's take a listen. This one is called Is My Name, coming from Shireen Francis, Subrike Shireen.
Tries, try in vain, but could never remove that stain. I look around the society and I see my name treated with scam courtesy. You say Peter power hungry, Peter too slimy, Peter only they starting battles he cannot win, and Peter likes to rope others into the heavy lifting, and when the going gets tough, he calls a bluff. He's never tough enough. I hear every word you pray. Somehow, my name makes me an easy prey. Nothing I could do to impress you. Nothing I could say to sway you my way. Every single thing that I do and say, my name seems to get in my way. I say is my name. All you afraid my name. Like a rat in front of cat. All you afraid my name. I say is my name. All you afraid my name. You proclaim all Peter is the same.
Shireen, give us a backdrop on that song. Tell us about this song.
Is my name, you know, innocent. You just alluded to, you know, sometimes people give you a lot of talk about your name.
Yeah, I have a listener that always call me, you say you innocent, but you guilty. You understand?
Again, you know, it's a comment on our current political situation. And it's a song that people can connect to on different levels. You know, sometimes in school you might have somebody by a particular name that as soon as there is some issue or some trouble in the class, the teacher would say, oh, I wouldn't call a name, but is X or is Y? You know, I think all of us in some way we could connect with that. Sometimes the name that you have, the name that you receive at birth, have a tendency to work for your advantage, to your advantage, or to your disadvantage.
I'm happy you made this point. We're using the program to educate and edify, right? Parents, it's so imperative that you choose your names properly, right? Give your children right names. Okay, don't give your child the name Tiffany and expect her to get a work in a bank. That's what I say. You have to be careful with the names. Seriously, you have to be careful with the names of children. Yes. Now, as society has progressed, people start doing more research and so forth, and spirituality and everything like that comes into play. You're getting to realize that people, our children, the names that they get could affect their life.
Yes.
All right, so let's go back.
Yes.
So, Peter, You could have called John, you could have called Stephen, you could have called Rachel, but you said Peter.
Don't go there.
You see, you like the politics thing. That's a political answer. All right. But,
Don't go there. But the name Peter, of course, at the start of the song, it has biblical implications. You know, the song begins, Peter denied Christ thrice.
Yeah.
It's a popular name. It's a name that we can identify with.
Shadow,
yes, it's
Peter, your mother calling you.
Yes,
Your mother
yes.
Peter is an easy name to call.
It's a symbolic name.
Right.
It's not just an easy name to call, but it's also a symbolic name.
Okay.
Dating back, of course, to biblical days, we all know the story of Peter, and it begins with Peter denying Christ thrice. You know, so it's important that when we listen to that song, we also see it from Peter's perspective as well, because the song offers a perspective, and Peter himself is also commenting, yes, in the song. You know, listen, all you afraid my name.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, is my name.
Yes, so Peter, the song, in a sense, is also in defense. Yes, if you listen to the song, it is also in defense of Peter's actions as well.
Okay.
Yes.
But at this time, you'd plead the fifth as it relates to which Peter you're talking about. Peter in general.
I will leave it to you, to the viewers and the listeners' imagination to think about which Peter you want to identify with.
All right. Okay. That's a Calypsonian's response. I love. It's also a politician's response. That's how politicians answer questions. But nonetheless, I want to bring in my good friend Kelly Rootsman. Kelly Klein in the conversation. Kelly, good morning. I want to start off with a song, one of the most popular songs for the season thus far. This is Rootsman Kelly, and it is Stand Up and Take Your Place.
Salute you for the things you bear. Despite the shame and rejection, you chose to play the right part. From the day of conception, long before the vomiting start. You made up your mind to love me. You never tried to throw me away. You didn't abort your firstborn like some of them young girls today. You've always been my support throughout the years. In my darkest days, I caused you so many tears. You always pick me up anytime I fall. So I'm putting you right up on a pedestal. Time to step forward and show your face. Mommy, stand up and take your place. Show them you are a woman of grace. Stand up and take your place. You are my number one in this race. Stand up and take your place. I'm singing to you right now just in case. Stand up and take your place. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Stand up and take your place in society.
Rootsman Kelly, this is one of the... As a matter of fact, you released that song relatively early, and I must say that generally speaking this year I think Calypsonians made that effort to get the music out early, because I've been playing Calypso music from as early as April. I think in April Lady Cheryl sent me her song Human Rights, and then the Calypso started coming after that. Kelly, this is a wonderful song. Tell us, give us the origin of this song.
Well, you heard the line, I'm singing to you right now, just in case. And hence the reason why I released the song only because this song is dedicated to my mom, right? You know, she has been the backbone, the strong pillar in the family. You know, and she reaching a certain age now whereby I want to give her flowers before she dead.
Okay.
You know, and at large I extended the song as a tribute to all women. You know, because there are a lot of women like my mom who just remain in the back very quiet, and you know, it seems like they're not there at all. But without them, everything would fall apart. You know, hence the reason I extended the song as a tribute to all women, Grenadian women, Caribbean women, and black women, you know, all over the world. You know, it's a song that has been well received by the population, both locally and internationally. You know, it's a song with a certain mood in it, you know, because it's something that I try to do all the time, to mesh the correct lyrics with the type of melody that would really suit the lyrics, you know.
I'm happy you use that word because whenever I play that song, it has a sort of happy, sad feeling in between. You know, it feels like Christmas. You enjoy Christmas, and the day after Christmas, when Christmas is gone, there's a kind of emptiness inside. That song brings that kind of, that kind of feeling to me. How emotional were you when you were writing that song? Did you cry?
You could feel that song come from within me, you know?
Yeah.
Because these songs come from a special place in my heart. As I told you, this song, I dedicate that song to my queen, my mom.
Well, I know the relationship with you and your mom. So I when I heard the first verse in that song, I say, yeah, that is mommy.
Yeah, you know that song. I always wanted to sing a song, you know, dedicated to my mother, because a lot of artists did it, you know. Vibes Cartel, Dash did it, you know. A lot of people did that, you know. And I think as a Calypsonian, you know, as one of the, you know, the pillars of Calypso in Grenada, I think, you know, he wouldn't serve me well to see my mother left and gone, and I didn't do a song dedicated to her.
All right. You know? Okay. And you've performed with the tent. You've had the tent launch. We've had the judging. We had the semi-final. How was that song in particular received by the audiences?
Well, you know, people like the song. I mean, I'm surprised that so many men gravitate to the song.
Yeah.
You know, I think because every man has a sister or a mother or you know, a nenen or a girlfriend or somebody who's female. You know, so even the men could identify, could associate themselves with a song like that. Right. You know, but the ladies love the song. You know, the ladies, you know, the feedback I get from the song, you know, thanks for such a nice tribute to women. You know, I mean, it's long overdue,
right,
for an artist to do something like that, you know, in appreciation of our women.
Okay, all right. One of the other contributions that you've got this year is this one. That too is burning up the airwaves. You know, let's take a listen to this. A Bong to Talk.
Child and you love your child. He's the only person could make you smile. Let us get away with anything you do and say. All the time I hear you say love is blind, so till that you tolerate disrespect. That is when you spoil your children. Well, in the same manner, you spoiling the leader. When you give him the right to rule with ultimate power. When you fail to question his questionable behavior. That is when you make a dictator. So I bound to talk when you left for Rwanda and end up down in Nigeria. You keeping Grenadians in the dark. Bound to talk. Big meeting with Dangote. Tell us what the big man say. The richer deal will show us the fact. I go talk if I see any shady deal. I go talk because Kaiso is my field. I don't really mind them African suit. Pointy mud slippers you like in your foot. Please tell me the truth.
Oh my goodness. And anybody who can openly say that they don't like calypso, true die-hard authentic calypso, something has to be wrong. Calypso is such a beautiful thing.
It is.
Kelly, tell us about this song.
Innocent, if you have your child, right? And the child might do a little something and give the child a slap, to correct the child. Does that mean that you hate your child?
No, of
that
course
means
not.
that you love your child.
Yeah.
That's why I use some sort of analogy in this song. In every verse, you realize I use some sort of analogy, and compare it to a political situation. I use the child, then I use like your girlfriend. Some people, you have a girl and you love her so much, you go out and she do kind of shopping and say, baby, that's alright.
But that's not what you say in the song. In the song you say she go out and she take another man. And you say, baby, that's right. I understand. I understand, yeah.
That is how stupidness you guys allow. It's a song that with a difference. I try to build the song using some form of analogy this year. It's a political song, just highlighting some of the political issues that's taking place in the country right now. Mind you, me and the Prime Minister is really good, He's my friend, he's my neighbor. So I don't want the general public misinterpret the song at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that you raised that point, because there is a school of thought out there. As a matter of fact, it's sung in another calypso, that with the calypso conclave, right? With IMG, where he say, you in the conclave you got black smoke because they say you're too biased. You only singing on one party.
I only buy cow and sheep. Everybody know us. I don't buy us at all.
He said that. Okay, let me use a different word. He said you were unfair, all right, in your criticism. In essence, you're criticizing one party more than the other, so you got the black smoke. What you say for that?
Well, let me tell you something. That the job of the Calypsonian is the people's spokesman. The Calypsonian is the true opposition. I heard people say that I never used to sing about NNP. Back in the day, I'm the only artist who sang Down with the CCJ. When the former administration, the NNP, was trying to hold this referendum to make the CCJ the final court of appeal. And I'm the only artist who stood up and said, no, I'm not in favor of this. So, and I gave the government of the day a lot of hit too. Because I think that the Calypsonian, a true Calypsonian, is the true opposition.
Yeah.
We could say whatever we want.
The voice of the voiceless.
It's the voice of the voiceless. And if I'm a Calypsonian trying to pattern myself after the best set of Calypsonians, the person who won the most Calypso Monarch titles in Grenada is Finley Jeffrey Scholar. And 90% or thereabout of his songs was political songs, lambasting a particular administration as well. That doesn't mean that he don't give the present administration some heat as well, because that's the true purpose of a true Calypsonian. So if I were to pattern myself after the best, I must sing some Abong Talk. I must sing some hard-hitting political commentaries. And as I said before in a previous interview, my first political song was a song called Polycomedian.
Yeah.
That was in 2022 after the COVID. And when I saw that song was accepted and appreciated, I said, Grenadians really like politics.
Yeah.
So I found a new part in Calypso, because I never really had explored the political commentaries in Calypso before. I used to more sing on social issues. When I see how much Grenadians like politics, I say, from now on, politics in all the skin.
As a matter of fact, we go way back, and your style of writing I really admire. But you see, Polycomedian, that has to go down, in my opinion, has to go down in the annals of one of the greatest calypsos written. Let's take a listen to Polly Comedian.
Cricket in Barbados, while Berry tearing up kayak clothes, like you didn't want to come back. So I got time for the folks in Caribbean. Oh yo, hey. Affects the election come and go. Cause I really miss the comedy show. I'm not speaking only on my behalf. When I say politicians just make Grenadians laugh. Now the country get back so serious. I keep asking myself what is wrong with us. And so to keep us laughing from head to head, I think we should have election every year. Politician funny, look how they behave before the election. Politician funny is why I call them poly comedian. Political rally is like a damn big laughing competition. Politician funny is why I call them poly comedian. We have the party whining like a jab inside the van. Politician funny is why I call them poly comedian.
That song is a classic.
Yeah, well, after that song, and I see how the people accepted that kind of political song, then I compose a song called Die Nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and Die Nothing came about like on the brink of when rehearsal started, when Scholar called me and say, we rehearsing from Monday. I say, whoa, youths man, you don't have nothing to sing about?
And that's how it came about.
I say, Die Nothing, man. You know, and that's how the song started, you know, and say, well, what do you mean you have nothing to sing about? All these things take him, so Die Nothing? You know, take back people 150, Die Nothing? Yeah. Keith and Delma in the dilemma, Die Nothing? You know, and that's how the song came about. So all those who trying to lambaste and this man say he wasn't singing political calypso and now he's only singing political. Oh, did that make me start to sing political calypso? When I see how much I like politics.
Yeah. So a friend of mine from St. Vincent, he said two things he show Grenadian like: rum and politics. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let me ask you all that, and that's a question that I'm posing to both of you all, because you all are both great exponents of the art. Calypso in Grenada, how do you rate it? What are you satisfied with? The level, the depth, the Calypso arena in Grenada?
Innocent, there's always room for improvement, but I think in particular this year, the standard of Calypso in Grenada is extremely high. I've seen a lot of growth over the years. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but I must let you know that I also follow Calypso music in our neighboring Caribbean islands, Barbados, Trinidad, St. Vincent, Antigua. And I must say that this year, in particular, I'm very impressed with the levels of Calypso, the level of Calypso that I've seen thus far.
Kelly?
Man, I'm really proud to see, where we reach now in Calypso in Grenada. And not only this year, as Sharon alluded to, not just this year. Because I remember one year when I sang What Good for the Goose is Good for the Gander. That song was so popular in Dominica that some of the radio personalities, some of the hosts used to be calling me for interviews relating to this song. Because that year, I think, was election year also in Dominica. In Dominica. And, the kind of forward Grenada calypsos are getting right now throughout the Caribbean and internationally. I remember long ago, when we talk about calypso, we used to just depend on Trinidad for some good calypsos.
Imagine, I remember they used to be playing Trinidadian and Bajan songs for our carnival. I mean, there was a year it was said that one of those Trini guys got road match in Grenada. I mean, not officially, but their song played more than any other song.
Yeah, man. So looking where we came from, I remember the days when we used to just go down to the studio in the radio station and the whole band just record. And, you know, they just tape you right there and then. You know, but with the use of technology now and, you know, with all the different engineers that has evolved in Grenada, and I think that helped the music to, you know, to reach on a different level now. The standard of music in Grenada has risen over the years, you know, probably from about 10-15 years ago, the music was on an upward trajectory, and it remained on that path up to today.
And also, when we're talking calypso, we must not just, you know, look at the calypsonians that deliver the calypso, but the other facets of calypso, the arrangers, the writers. I mean, it's no secret. I won last year, but I couldn't have won hadn't it been for Mr. X and Ajamu. All right, that, you know, assist, you know, got me there. And Eddie said it in a song this year. In calypso, they are singers of calypso, they are writers of calypso. I also want to add that they are the background vocals, the arrangers, you know, it's an industry. And in my opinion, as a radio, I'm talking from a radio personality's perspective now. I've seen the growth in the industry. Holistically, the industry, and now arrangers are now putting more energy and resources into their work. Studios are developing more. The writers, I don't know, all of a sudden, man, our writers are up there. I think we, in terms of lyrical content, we're ahead of most of the other Caribbean nations. All right, our background vocals, they are taking their job seriously. So the industry in a whole, I think it's on a high. But which leads me to another question: the recipients, the audience, the citizenry. Are you satisfied with the level of acceptance that they're giving calypso?
Especially this year. Especially, look at the semi-final show in Forest Park this year. It was filled to capacity. You know, over the past few years, well, since after COVID, I see an upward trend in participation in calypso in Grenada. I see a more appreciation because look at the Mother's Day calypso show, the Masters of Calypso, and all these shows, well attended. You know, I just hear people saying sometimes that, you know, calypso is dying. No way.
It can't. Calypso can't die.
You know, I see the appetite that people have, and young people nowadays especially. Look at our tent, for example. We have Shamak this year in the tent, who is a young artist. We have Darren Modest, neutral, who is a first-timer in calypso. We also have Miniacs. These are young people that shows great interest in the calypso art form, not in calypso child who is soca. Not just in the soca genre, but in calypso in particular. I see an interest right now amongst the young people in Grenada.
And that makes me happy. I mean, you mentioned those from our tent, but if you go to the other tents, let's look at Bad's original, and Bad's 2.0.
We also have Lil Jello. As you know, he would have been very much he is still into soca.
Yeah, why not Ginger? That's the guy that did that.
Yes. Lil Jello. Yeah. We also have Area Code. Yes, I don't know if you remember Area Code.
I taught him in school.
You did? Okay, we have Area Code and Little Jello. And yeah, so that's very good for the calypso art form to see young people into it. We at Kiddies Carnival, I don't know if you were able to witness the Junior Calypso Monarch.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I didn't get a chance to.
Yes, and I must also commend Teacher Eddie for his efforts.
He deserves.
Yes,
he deserves.
Teacher Eddie is a hero, man.
Yeah, he deserves a lot.
He deserves his flowers. We're gonna give him his flowers now while he's alive.
Don't use the other word. Yeah?
He's working non-stop.
Yeah, don't use the other word. Give him his flowers. Don't say before him.
Give him his flowers.
Just give him his
flowers. Yes.
As you talk about Eddie. Eddie, not a lot of people think Eddie is just a calypsonian. Eddie is a arranger,
a musician.
He's a producer, and he also into the video production as well. A lot of people don't even know that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, Teacher Eddie is bad like that. You know, remember the man's specialty is IT, you know.
Yeah.
That's really man bad, you know. So, and what she been doing a lot of work over the years with the, as Sharon mentioned, the junior calypso competition. I think right now they rename the competition Teacher Eddie Junior Mona Calypso competition, you know.
Well, that's the least they could do.
Edison Francis, something like that. But
that's the least they could do.
The competition right now is his competition. So big up Teacher Eddie, man. Anyway,
big up to InSync Studio.
Right. We've spoken, well, to all the producers, Denzel in Mount Zion, Jamo in Top Levels, Fat Tracks, we have, who else do we have? I mean, the soca guys, I really don't know. Well, extend condolences to the family of Bill Device, who was laid to rest yesterday. What's his right name again?
Shem Felix.
Shem Felix. Yesterday I was saying Shem Bonad, but I said, but no, boy, I am Shem Bonad.
Shem Felix
is Terra the governor. You know, but nonetheless, I mean, the industry is on a high. Now, the Calypsonians themselves, okay, if the industry, the recipients are on a high, you could see that Grenadians are filling in the slips to catch Calypso now. As Calypsonians, are you satisfied that Calypsonians themselves are taking it professionally enough?
Innocent, in terms of taking it professionally, as Calypsonians, as artists, be it Calypsonians or soca artists, I think one of the areas we need to address going into the future is that of copyright, right? Copyright and ensuring that your music, long after you would have stopped singing, or so that you can still benefit from it. It's a conversation that is taking place in other islands, and I know at some point in time the conversation started here. I'm not too sure how far we got with the conversation, but this is an aspect that we need to look at: copyright and the monetary benefits for our artists.
The monetizing of what we do.
Yes, we call them creatives now.
You're a lawyer by profession, and you're into the Calypso arena as well. So I would challenge you with this to look into it, because I was speaking with this guy from St. Vincent, James E.P.
Yes.
Right? He's a prolific writer for the groovy and the soca genres and so forth. And when he says the kind of monies that he makes, I said, but James E.P., I didn't realize you were so active on tours and so forth. He said, no, my music played. Every time my song plays, I have to get something from it.
Yes.
And over the years, even in the early years when I was going to Trinidad to record by Kenny and Lester and those guys, I saw if you want to read them, second-rating Calypsonians are artists down there. They had a business approach. All right, it costs to come to the studio, so you can't tell me come to an event because I have a blight. Yeah, I want you. All right, I always implored Grenadian artists to take a business-like approach to this thing, and I would like to see it, because besides the Mr. Killer and the Dash and the big name soca artists that go out there, I was listening to Mr. Killer talk, I think it was Saturday, and when he say he doesn't perform for under 50,000 US now and so forth. My God, I wish, because we have soca artists. Yeah. Okay. Kelly has to take an important call, and usually you can walk off on the set like that, but I know the period that we're in now, I could presume.
He bound to talk.
Yeah. So but I really challenge you to this. Look into it.
Yes.
And so forth, and see, and then you can come forward to the to us as Calypsonians and say, listen, these are the things that you need to do to ensure that you monetize whatever there is.
I would take up that challenge, Innocent. After the carnival season, of course, I will take up that challenge, because we have to start to look at things professionally, and that is, I think, a starting point.
Yep, definitely. All right, well, Kelly, I wonder if he would come back. Is it a case that he must? Okay, because I want to finally we've exceeded our time, but that's okay. I don't think management will fire me for that.
I don't believe so.
If they fire me as an announcer, I come back and apply for the work as a cleaner. All right?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're just bound to talk. You're bound to talk. All right, so I want to wish you all the best. I really want to wish you all the best come Sunday.
Innocent, you really mean that we coming after you, Innocent? Don't try that. Innocent, come to us. Innocent. Because we coming to dethrone you.
No, I take. Hold on. I'll take your first statement first, right? I'll take your first statement. Your first statement stands. We coming after you. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Right? But no, as I was telling Kurt Allen yesterday, yes, everybody in a competition, everybody wants to win.
Yes.
But you know the truth, and I'm certain, Kelly, you would have heard me say that before. The Calypso Crown, the title of Calypso Monarch, is a good feeling on the ears. But as the Calypso Monarch, what happened for me? Nothing. Mm-hmm. And that is a conversation that has to be had after Carnival as well.
We don't have a rule. We don't have a rule. I mean,
why?
I've been the Calypso Monarch on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
And that's about it. You just get the name and not a role to play for.
It's not good.
Your reign is like null and void.
Common as salt, as Oliver says again. I'm the same. Okay, I went to New York. A private promoter. Mm-hmm. I am certain we're talking regional integration and CSME and so forth. IMA and Tourism Authority going around the world selling Grenada, sell the culture too. Bring the Calypso Monarch with you. All right, and so forth. Nothing like that. And that is something that has to be looked at. And I'm not talking about it because I am the monarch at this time. But if we really want Calypso to grow, we have to treat the people who are involved better than that. You can't tell me I Calypso Monarch and for the whole year GBN has me here. Mm-hmm. GBN supposed to be asking me when you're coming back to work, because you understand what I'm saying? Send me to a show, an event in Dominica. Send me somewhere. Sharing the culture, the Grenadianism.
Even locally, we can have a role. The Calypso Monarch should have a role locally. Take for instance, we say we want the culture to grow. Yeah. The Calypsonian should be able to go to some of the schools, the primary school, the secondary school, other institutions, and make a contribution. Yeah. Go to National College. Go to wherever, and get the culture involved in other aspects of our society. Not just your Calypso and when the Calypso Monarch can just rock back waiting to defend your title or to let Rootsman and them come and take it back from you.
Yeah. Next year maybe. Maybe next year. I like how you're thinking. You're very forward thinking, man. You're thinking about next year already. All right. So but on a serious note, right? My interest really is Calypso. I love Calypso. I was telling Kurt Allen that yesterday. Mm-hmm. I was a Calypsonian even before I started singing. Because, to be honest, that's the only music I really appreciate. I'd listen to a reggae song. Don't ask me who's singing them. Mm-hmm. But I could hear a Calypso song start to play, and by the musical accompaniment, I could tell you, okay, that is Less Than Paul, that is Ajamo, that is Kenny Phillips, that is Aibo, that is Nicholas Branca, because I know Calypso. I listen Calypso from small. You understand? And I just want whatever has to be done for Calypso, the fraternity of Calypso, to go higher, go further, get wider. It has to be done. The powers that be have to do it. They have to do it. Calypsonians too, we have our part to play. Uniting, speaking with one voice. As too much pulling here and pulling there. I'm not interested in that. You understand? I'm really not interested in that. The competition is a competition. It's like I always tell people, election is a season like Easter and Christmas. So you expect the election, like all now, I expect all you to tell me all this thing on them. All those calypsos that everybody sing. I just understand what Ajamo and them used to say. You know, everybody's singing on you. Well, who you want to, Lady Cheryl tell me, Innocent, you are to attack. You don't have what I want.
Right, same thing.
Yeah.
When they say I sing in politics, who they want me to talk about now?
Yeah. But that to me is a season. And even within that season, Calypsonians have to understand that, we all going after this, so we're going to do our best, but do it in a way that doesn't crush somebody else. You understand? Outing my light doesn't make yours shine brighter. If the two lights join together, it might just illuminate the place even better. So it's a season, but afterwards, after the March Grand Night, Calypsonians have to come back because the forces are against us. So united Calypsonians should be able to go forward and make more demands. But if one pull in there and one pull in there, who they listening to? So again, as we wrap up, I want to wish you all the best come Sunday night. Bring your best game. Come at the end of it. It matters not really and truly whether I retain my crown, but at the end of it, I want Calypso to win. I want the stadium to be filled, and after the show, people start planning, oh gosh, next year go be hotter. You know, so I'll give both of you the opportunity to say some parting words.
Well, Innocent, as you know, I sing in position number 3 on Sunday night. And you come immediately after me. So, but I want to congratulate all my fellow competitors. I want to wish us the best. Kelly, you as well, Innocent. I am coming with my A game. As I said, I sing in position number 3. Grenada, please come down to the National Stadium. Come to support the Masquerade. I want to also thank you, Innocent, for having me on the program this morning. It was a pleasure. It's my first time on your program.
It's foolish of me. Foolish of me. She coming from my crowd and I'm bringing her to talk to her. But no, that's a love.
And at some point in time, you know, I hope to be back. But you know, as you said, and what came to my mind, mutual respect is very important. We are in a competition, but at the end of the day, Calypso would win. And so I wanted to thank you for the opportunity for being here this morning, and I wish you all the best on Sunday night.
Thank you
and
very much.
as Kelly as well.
Yeah, I would like to say thanks also to all those involved in my production this year, to all those involved in the Calypso Classic, the Kaiso Classic Calypso tent, which was only renamed this year. This is the same original Roots Calypso tent that had been functioning for the past couple of years, renamed this year as Kaiso Classic Calypso tent, of which myself and Innocent is a part of. I would like to say thanks to the management and the staff and all the artists in the tent. I would also like to say thanks to Teacher Eddie and InSync Studio for the production of my songs this year. Thanks to my fans, thanks to everyone who supported Rootsman Kelly throughout the years, Lindana and all my die-hard fans. Thank you so much. Everybody come down to the stadium. Come down to the stadium on Sunday. You know, you would not be disappointed. I intend to bring my A game this year. You know, I intend to go full 100 this year to see if I could recapture my throne, my title. In so doing, I also would like to wish the reigning Calypso monarch, Mr. Innocent Gordon Joseph, all the best and defending your title. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about winning a crown. You know, Calypso must win, and I would like to tell you, you have a good chance this year also of regaining your title, because you have two very good and powerful songs this year, and I wish you all the best.
Well, I extend the same courtesies. I mean, you know, I would endeavor to get some of the other finalists. no disrespect to the soca artists, but at my age, I don't know the soca songs. I can't jump to them and so forth. So you all have to go by Hot FM. But while I'm on classic, I'm a calypso person. So I'm going to endeavor to get some more of the finalists tomorrow and Friday, and maybe even come in on Saturday to do that as well, so that everybody gets an opportunity to meet and greet with their fans and so forth. And again, for the final time this morning, I really want to wish you all the best on Sunday night. It's not going to be an easy task because I'm like a Google tree this year, right? I'm not easy to climb, and it's difficult to even walk under me. So.
It's not a ladder, man. It's not a ladder this year.
But folks, the final analysis, people ask me, oh, what's going on with you and Scholar? People should have passed by the police band room yesterday. Me, Scholar, his son, his daughter, embracing each other. We have nothing personal. So let me get that out there clearly. Scholar and I have no personal clashes, nothing personal. You hear our songs, and we both agreed that this is where it is. It is a calypso song, it is a competition, but as personally, we're good as we've always been.
Of course.
And that's the idea.
A lot of people just misinterpret Scholar,
Yeah.
Scholar singing calypso, he's in a competition and he want to win.
Yeah.
But when you meet the man himself,
he's a different guy.
It's a different
thing. So I think it's an artist need to let their fans know that, because sometimes the fans take it on more than the artists themselves. You understand? I mean, when people see how Scholar's daughter, came and hugged me up and things yesterday, even Calypsonians, that's what they were like, Stunner came and it's one love. In the years gone by, I remember the years gone by when I sort of took a hiatus from MCing, and Scholar would go to the match and win. When he wins, he would call Innocent, I do it again. That's how close we were, and we remain the same. So do not take what is the apparent animosity in our songs to make it personal. We're good. At the end of the day, come down to the National Stadium on Sunday night. It's going to be an epic event. Everybody's going to be at the A game, and in the end, we all would leave the stadium as artists and as fans, knowing that Calypso won that night. Shirin and Kelly, thank you very much. To your managers out there, thank you very much for being with us. That's it for the conversation this morning, and GT will be up with you next.
Hey,